everyone, bringing another installment of my Star Trek Yellow Spring series, Season 11, and we are at Episode 8. We are doing a standard patrol of the area, hoping to find Joula, or perhaps even Captain Sylvia Tilly. But let's check out what our next mission is, entitled Beneath the Skin.
This is Captain Kumarke of the LSS Riskava. My research group is under attack in the Andoria system. We believe the attackers are allied with House Mokai in service to Matriarch Joula. Their flagship is using some kind of super weapon. We've lost 3 ships to it already. To all vessels within range, please. We require immediate assistance. We can't last much longer against...
Things just got serious. Joula is attacking my homeworld of Andoria. Mr. Patterson, set course for Andoria. Maximum warp. Hell, go ahead and push it to slipstream drive. We gotta get there quick. Of all the places that Joula would attack, why would she pick my homeworld of Andoria? Approaching Andoria system now. Let's start this episode. Joula has gone too far this time.
Oh, thank you for coming, my friend. Things were looking quite grim before your arrival. The Mokai vessels attacked without warning. Be mindful of their flagship. It has a super weapon of unknown origin, and it is devastating.
It's bold of them to attack Andoria in the heart of the Federation.
Indeed. We'll need to act fast if we're going to save Andoria.
Very well. What can you tell us about those raiders, Captain?
The Mokai ships are old, but they've been retrofitted with modern technology. Matriarch Joula has been busy since her arrival from the 23rd century. Look, this cowardly attack took us by surprise. We need to deal with these raiders before that super weapon gets turned on my homeworld. Agreed?
Agreed, Captain. Andoria is my homeworld too. We're moving to assist. Mr. Butler, arm all weapons. Go to red alert. Got some Andorian escort ships here assisting us. These ships might be old, but like the captain said, these are retrofitted.
Thanks for the assist. Our engines are damaged, but we'll join as soon as we can.
Very well, Captain. Get us in a position right near their flagship. I see her. Where it's a battleship, at least. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Initiate feedback pulse. Every time they target me with their weapons, it reflects back on them. I don't know what they hit me with, but it did something to me. It does it for their battleship. They got these battle cruisers now. Very well. Setting a course for the Hoffman and the Riskava. Alright, Mr. Butler, point all weapons at the Lucara. I want that thing disabled. Initiate violent dampening wave, or probably take out some of their escort ships. Half torpedoes.
That new Mokai weapon is tearing our ships apart.
Fire the weapon!
What the? Whatever she did, it opened a rift. Doesn't matter, keep...
Created a massive
Continue to target the Lucara. She's running. Give me a situation report.
We've driven off the Mokai, but they left a very disturbing problem in their wake. We're not exactly sure what that rift is, or what it's capable of. I need answers to those questions. Andoria is my home, and I won't let it come to harm on my watch.
Neither will I, Captain. We'll get to the bottom of this together. Science station, scan the rift. See if it's devastating to the planet.
My readings are showing a distinct biological presence with qualities similar in many ways to that of fungi. Very intriguing. I'm afraid astromycology is not my specialty. I believe we'll need to consult with an expert in the field if we're to solve this riddle quickly.
Well, experts in astromycology are very uncommon.
I realize the scientific aspects of the rift are fascinating, but let's not forget this thing appeared as a result of Ja'ula firing her new weapon. It's not benign. It's meant to do harm. The way I see it, this rift is a ticking time bomb, and we need to shut it down before it explodes. Period.
I agree, Captain.
My science team has isolated a series of research files that could help us. They're old. From the mid-23rd century. Interesting. A good number of them are classified by Starfleet Command. At the highest level.
Why would Starfleet classify astromycology research?
That's a damn good question. Not sure I want to know the answer. Look, finding an astromycologist from this century and getting them up to speed on this will take time, and we don't have a lot of that. I propose we create a holographic simulation of the author of these files and put it to work on the problem.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Good. Let's meet here on the Hoffman. I'll talk to Starfleet about gaining access to these research notes. See you soon.
We're on our way. Dorn out. Because of the nature of this mission, we are actually going to be utilizing several new away team members. Some of them just came from the Academy. Ensign Brittany Sheets, a representative from the Romulan Republic, Commander Caroline Kent, Mr. Todd Sheets, and for all of you wondering who my first officer was in the beginning, here she is, Commander Pam Kanine, the mayor of the town of Yellow Springs. I figure this is a good time to bring these new people up to speed. Might be their first away mission, but sometimes you gotta get your feet dirty when you first start.
Welcome aboard. Hope you're ready to go to work, because we have a lot of work to tackle and very little time to do it in.
Any updates on the rift?
Some. My people believe we're looking at some kind of quantum-level mycelial thread. Basically a giant extra-dimensional fungus. A giant extra-dimensional fungus that somehow serves as a portal into another plane of existence.
Well, that sounds all fascinating. How do we close this portal?
We're working on that with you, the Lucari, and hopefully the hologram we're about to deploy. Let's hope they have the data we need to get the job done.
Very well then. My away team can meet up with us when we know what we can do next.
Okay, let's get started. I'll initiate the basic holomatrix while you upload and integrate the relevant personality and research data.
Understood. Uploading the profile now.
Okay, merging your data with the core holomatrix. Now, computer, initiate program Papa Sierra 1.
Starfleet. I should have known. There's no way in hell I'm letting you weaponize my work. Also, I don't appreciate being kidnapped, drafted, whatever this is.
Damn it. The simulation isn't accessing data from his Starfleet career. Computer, initiate full security override on my authority.
Hello? Is your universal translator working? Anyone? Who's in charge here? You? It's you, isn't it?
That should do it. Computer, reinitialize program.
Please state the nature of the mycelial emergency.
Nice touch. Lieutenant Commander Paul Stamets.
You know, I was afraid something like this would happen. I told Strahl that our work could get twisted into some sort of weapon. I never expected the Klingons would be the ones doing the twisting.
There's a transdimensional portal that seems fungal in nature.
Give me a second. Reviewing your current data. Got it. Okay, we need to know more about the probes this time-traveling Klingon fired into the mycelial network. I'll run some simulations, see what I can find out.
What can you tell us about this mycelial network?
It's a subspace realm that spans the entire multiverse. That's our universe and all other quantum realities all connected to the network. The network contains the roots of a certain type of fungus, and if you know how, you can use the spores of that fungus to access the network. I'm one of the few people to figure out how to do that. I'm assuming that's why I'm here now.
Among other reasons, yeah.
The Discovery was equipped with a spore drive, and with it we were able to travel immense distances almost instantaneously, thanks to the network. It wasn't always an exact science, though. If you weren't careful, you could wind up in another dimension, or another time.
I see. Glad we were able to call on your expertise.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
Well, how dangerous is Jula's weapon exactly?
I need more data on this Klingon superweapon, but if I were to guess, I'd say it's meant to disrupt a localized section of the network. That disruption, in turn, damages the corresponding section in our universe. Problem is, damage in the mycelial network tends to spread and grow in magnitude. Unchecked, this type of attack could spread through the entire network, which would be very bad.
Well, how bad are we talking about here?
Bad on an apocalyptic scale. Simply put, if she keeps doing this, she could bring an end to all life in all universes.
Understood. I feel the stakes have just been raised considerably.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
Let's get back to work. Computer, configure mycelial research laboratory.
Nice touch. I'd have been fine with a lab from this century, but it's the thought that counts, I suppose. I'm going to run some calibration tests. I'll need you to handle the radiation and spore saturation levels.
And how exactly will that work?
I'll start the calibration, then the monitors will show you the level of radiation and spore saturation in the chamber. You'll need to adjust it up or down as we go. Don't let it get too high or too low. If the levels go out of bounds, I'll have to reset the simulation. That's annoying, so don't do it.
Got it. Alright. Computer, begin mycelial research simulation. Spore saturation's a little bit too... I might have pushed it a little too high. Radiation levels going up, lowering it. Even a little bit more. And a little bit more. Same thing with the spore saturation. Keeping it...
The simulation is picking up speed. Stay sharp.
Working on it. Plus 10 on the radiation. We gotta lower the spore saturation level. Come on. Lowering the spore saturation level now.
Alright, we're good here. Let me take a look at the results. Interesting. First thing, we can use the rift to transport into the mycelial network, which is good, because we need to go there to figure out what this Ja'ula is up to.
Can you repeat that?
Sorry, got ahead of myself there. I'm detecting radiation coming from the rift, of a type unique to 23rd century Klingon tech. It's probably coming from those probes Ja'ula shot into the network. Whatever they're doing in there, it's probably not for the benefit of life, universe, and everything.
Understood. What are our next moves?
Sounds like we need to send an away team into this mycelial network to gather more data on the problem and deal with whatever House Mokai is doing there. I'll set up a mobile emitter so Stamets here can go along. I have a feeling we'll need his expertise on the other side of that rift.
Agreed. Let's start moving. Computer in program. Let's return to the transporter room.
All right, transporter's ready and standing by to beam you into the mycelial network. I took the liberty of sending your ship the adjustments. Your away team will be ready to join you there. Just say the word when you're ready to go.
We're ready. We'll contact you if anything goes wrong, Captain. Which I hope it doesn't.
Good luck in there. We'll be monitoring from here. Energize.
Now this is different.
Welcome to the mycelial network.
It's beautiful.
Alright, we don't have a lot of time. Between her weapon and whatever tech she's put in here, Ja'ula's done a lot of damage. We need to put a stop to it before it gets too far gone. Let's head toward those Klingon energy signatures. Seems like a good place to start.
Something's stinging me. You have any idea what that is, Stamets?
That would be the Ja'Sel. They're a sentient, spore-based colony life form. My records indicate they act to decompose any material that's alien to the mycelial network, like you, for example. Adjust your personal shields to this setting. It should protect you from their nibbling.
Thank you.
Good. Whatever's happening with that Mokai tech hasn't spread here. Not yet. Take some samples from healthy spore clusters. We'll need them for comparison studies later.
Very well.
You really can't appreciate this place until you see it for yourself. This is serious. If the network is damaged beyond repair, it could end all life, everywhere.
You already told me that, Stamets. What's happening?
Hold your fire. I'm pretty sure she comes in peace.
She? Patel?
Outsiders. I am of the Jasep. We are people of this realm. We have met people of your realm before. Many of them have traveled here. Others from your realm have sent things that are hurting us. You must make this stop.
Patel, how is this possible? I saw you die.
I created this form to give the Jasep voice, to communicate with you. Based on your memories, Patel is compassionate, idealistic, someone who protects, someone like the Jasep.
I see. We appreciate the gesture.
We waste time. Strange devices have been brought here. They make the fungus sick. They are making the yield tree bloom.
We came to help if we can.
This yield tree she's talking about is bad news. The Jasep aren't fond of it, and with good reason. Its bark is toxic to them.
How did this happen, Patel?
There was a tear in the sky, and a device came through it from your realm. It gives off strange light and heat at all times. This is what brings the sickness and the poison. We know it. The device is deeper in the forest. I will take you to it, but you must stop it. You must.
We'll do what we can.
Let's get moving. Looks like this device is deeper in the mycelial forest. Watch for visible signs of fungal corruption and yield tree growth. The more we see, the closer we get to the problem.
Understood. White team, keep your eyes out.
We can use this to move quickly. It will let us travel through the network to another part of the realm.
I see. Like a transporter. Alright, let's go to the next node. Almost like a gateway.
Interesting. This might be a tardigrade birthing ground. Try not to scare the little ones, okay? I don't think we'd survive an encounter with an angry adult tardigrade, let alone several.
A few scans won't hurt. We don't know a lot about them, although I did see some in that one simulation.
The liquid sources here may tell us more about them as well. Tardigrades can put themselves into a desiccated state to survive without water, but they still need it to remain active and to grow. Take a sample from the center of the pool. That should provide useful information.
Alright, let's scan the little ones and the water source. Don't move, little one. I won't hurt you.
Interesting. Even baby tardigrades are extremely tough.
Come on, little guy. I mean you no harm.
The tardigrades are of the realm. They live in harmony within the forest.
It's good to know. Stay right there, little one.
These readings could be very helpful to us here. Understanding this ecosystem may be the key to healing it.
I agree, but we need to press on. Let's get a fluid sample of that pool.
The fluid sample shows a high level of nucleotides and proteins. This serves not only as a liquid source for the local flora, but also a nutrient carrier. These proteins include compounds associated with the formation of neurotransmission and memory.
So, in essence, the fluid is part of a nervous system within the network.
It's possible that the liquid carries information in the form of protein compounds, and that specific fungi may release chemicals into the fluid that allow for widespread communication.
Then the mycelium are roots and vessels, while the waterways are neuron-like. Impressive. Amazing. Starfleet scientists would love a chance to study this. Although that's for another time.
Look, see that? That's definitely not Klingon tech. It's running clean, too. No radiation or harmful emissions. Whatever it is, it's not part of the problem here. I'd like to take a closer look, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I'd like to know more about it myself. If it's not Klingon tech, then what tech is it?
Curiouser and curiouser. This is the Lachi tech. I wonder what they're doing. This device appears to collect spores floating in the atmosphere. Based on what we know about Alachi, I think it's collecting food for them.
The Alachi? Perhaps they have a connection with the network.
Alachi are, like the Jasad, part of this realm. They lived here before they went to serve and fight in your realm. Now some of them have returned.
The Alliance will want to know about this, and soon.
Maybe. The Alachi don't have a lot of friends in the Alliance. I'd be worried about this information falling into the wrong hands. The last thing this place needs is a bunch of well-armed types stomping around looking for payback from the Alachi.
A valid point.
Incoming!
Defend yourself.
Something's wrong with the Alachi. They have the sickness.
Everyone all right?
Those Alachi were of the realm, but they were sick. Toxic, like the Yield Tree. Their devices were corrupt as well. If we cannot cure the Alachi, we must cull them from the realm before the sickness spreads.
Understood. We'll help him if we can. Sounds a little odd, but things have changed since the war.
You see? Look. Look here. It is corrupted. The device makes it grow in a strange, toxic way, and it spreads the sickness.
We must be getting closer to the device then. Defend yourself. Let's scan this fungi.
Lots of Yield Tree growth here. That's not a good thing. The corruption is getting stronger.
Who would have thought a certain tree was bad for the environment? More sick Alachi up ahead. Nice shooting, Mr. Sheets. Good shooting, Commander Kent. For your first away missions, this has actually been pretty good. Hate to do this, but scan another of this corrupted fungi.
This fungi is being mutated by Hark-Peng radiation. Not good.
Last time I dealt with something with Hark-Peng radiation was when we fought the Doomsday Machine. Back in Season 1.
Looks like this used to be an Alachi research outpost. They were starting to build defense systems in response to incursions from our space. Bet you can't guess who was responsible for those.
It was Juula. So the Alachi were trying to deal with this problem as well.
Unfortunately, the radiation from Juula's tech had a negative effect on the Alachi. They began to mutate, and their higher brain functions started to deteriorate. Looks like a team decided to head deeper into the network to deal with the problem. There aren't any coherent entries into that.
I'm guessing they failed. Juula's tech is still operational.
We must go deeper into the network, toward the source of the corruption.
Very well, let's keep moving. Going to the next node now.
The device is close, you see? The Yield Trees, the corruption. They have spread through this area. Find the next node and jump. The source of the sickness must be in the next area.
Very well. Yep, there's those yield trees. There's another node. Going to the next node now.
Something's wrong here. The radiation has mutated the Hyphae grouping in this conduit. I can't compute its dynamic output ranges and adjust to compensate for the mutation. Long story short, we're stuck.
Patel, is there anything we can do here?
No. The sickness has damaged it too much. I cannot speak to it and make it work. It must be navigated by the Stamets. The living Stamets.
What could the living Stamets do differently than this one?
The living Stamets, the one who came here before, was part of the network, connected. He touched it with his mind. The living Stamets could feel the flow of the network. That is how he guided his ship home through it.
Feel? You mean intuition? The living Stamets guided Discovery with intuition.
Yes, but this Stamets does not think the same way. It thinks like a machine, not like the living.
Is it possible we could teach this Stamets to think that way?
The memories and essence of the Stamets from before are within the network. We may be able to bring them forth for you, so you can merge them with this Stamets. What you need is within what grows here, and the fluid that connects and sustains it.
Alright, let's start collecting what we need.
The mycelial forest is a vast network, much like your computers. All you need to do is bring the memories you want to the surface.
How would I do that?
The water connects all the growth. Use it to compel the fronds to blossom and release the memories you seek. Watch carefully. When the fronds bloom, collect the spore memories from them.
Alright, let's hope this works. Collecting neuroactive fluid.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Oh no, not the Alachi again. Cover me. Got it.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Understood. Let's get rid of these Alachi first. Man, they really are sick.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Collecting neuroactive fluid.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Cover me.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Should have known better. Alright, I need everyone over here. Let's get more of this neuroactive fluid.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Collecting the memories now. Got it.
You have the spores. Now you must return to the place of memory. Together, we will make them rebuild the memory of what was.
Alright, let's return to the pond. I don't see any more Alachi.
They're the building blocks of energy across the universe. Look how it interacts with the spores. This is I don't know where to go.
You only do it for me. I could be your I do love it when you only do things for me. You're the thread that weaves life through space.
I so hoped you would find your way.
I can't even find my way out. Follow the music, Paul. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. I know what I need to do here. Hugh. Now I know what it was like for you when you came back. Now it's my turn, except you're not here. None of you are. Burnham, Tilly, Saru, all of you. You're gone. It's just me now. What's left of me, at least.
Are you right, Paul?
I'm gonna need a moment here, okay? This is a lot to take in.
Okay, of course.
Okay. Everything's all coming together in my head now. I can navigate the network again. I can do this.
Welcome back, Commander.
We are alike now, both created for a purpose, but with the memories of someone else. The memories of a life not entirely our own. But we are alive.
You are, and your lives are your own.
Patel may be a living thing, but what about me? I'm a computer program, a simulation of a life once lived, and yet I remember being him. I remember the thrill of discovering the mycelial network, the terror of the Klingon War, serving on Discovery, everything I felt when I lost Hugh, and everything I felt when he came back. All of it. Everything.
All important things, and part of your life now.
We were made, not born. But that alone does not define us. If we have all the memories, all the feelings, we can choose how to live, according to what we know and feel. We are as real as anyone. We are just made of different things.
You're Paul Stamets now, if that is your choice.
You're giving me the chance to do what I want, to be who I want to be. Thank you. I've made my choice. Let's finish this. A lot of people are counting on us, counting on me. I can help, and I will. It's what Hugh would have wanted, and it's what I want.
Very well. Let's get to work, Commander. We gotta transverse that final node.
Sickness. It is strong here. It is dangerous. Already many of the Alachi have become sick and corrupted.
And we're near the source then.
There are 3 devices up ahead. You must disable them.
Let's take a look. Be on your guard. More Alachi.
There are the devices, up ahead.
That tardigrade over there doesn't seem bothered by it.
They are of the realm, but the sickness doesn't affect them. It should. They eat overgrown blooms. They drink the water. Somehow, they remain strong.
Something about them could be the solution to all this.
Right now, the radiation is creating more overgrowth than the tardigrades can eat. If we take out Ja'ula's device, the corruption will stop, and the growth rate will return to normal. Then the tardigrades will eat the surplus overgrowth, corrupted or not. Given time, they should slowly bring the ecosystem back into balance.
Alright, let's find the device and shut it down. There's this tardigrade. An adult one. Here's one of the devices.
This could be tricky. We can't disable the probes without clearing the corrupted mycelium, and we can't do that without risking detonation. We're going to need to think outside the box on this one.
I'm listening.
We need to convince a hungry tardigrade to come to the buffet table, so to speak. If we can lure one of them to the probes, it might clear the overgrowth to a point where we can safely disarm them.
Lure a tardigrade. And how exactly do you suppose we do that?
I'm thinking we use the healthy spore samples we collected earlier. If You're willing to wave a carrot in front of a hungry, practically indestructible 8-legged horse.
It's worth a shot. Of course, now I gotta deal with these Elachi dealing with them. Alright, I'll get the tardigrade. Let's entice this little guy. Or big guy. Here you go, big guy. Come on. Eat up, big boy.
Okay, you should be able to access the probe and disarm it now.
Alright, deactivating the probe now.
Good one. Now lure the tardigrade to another probe.
Alright, big boy. You still hungry? Come on. Eat up, big boy. Need everyone at this position.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
Deactivating the probe now. Of course I get shot. Don't need to entice him yet. Well, okay. Where's the other one? Ah, here it is. Oh, great.
Tardigrade is distracted. Quickly, use your lure again.
Alright, big boy. Oh yeah, that's right, my away team was in that one spot. Alright, eat up, big boy. Oops, sorry. He sure is hungry.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
Deactivating the probe now.
Nice. Only one more to go.
I'm heading towards it now. And that should do it. Oh boy. A corrupted Elachi predator. Let's do some hand-to-hand combat, or in this case with my blade. Ouch. Mr. Sheets is down. Don't worry, I'll recover you.
This is all starting to come together. Ja'ula's plan, that is. I think I understand what she's trying to do.
Alright, what do you have?
Ja'ula and House Mokai learn about classified Starfleet projects in 2256. She raids the Glen and discovers the spore drive, then steals all of the data. Unfortunately for her, Strahl corrupted the data before she stole it. So, when she made her spore-based superweapon, she was using bad data.
With tragic results, as we see.
She puts her shiny new toy on her flagship and joins the attack on Starbase 1. That didn't work out so well for her. Bad data, bad weapon. She pulls the trigger and boom! It blows up in her face and the explosion throws her into this century.
Her and many others.
Ja'ula works out the bugs in her weapon's design. She determines that mutated spores are a critical component, so she sets out to get more of them. That's where the probes come in. She fires them into the network, they beam out Hark-Peng radiation, spores mutate, and Ja'ula gets more ammo for her weapon of mass destruction.
Disturbing, but it makes sense.
Problem is, she didn't think it through. The radiation causes unexpected side effects, as we've seen firsthand. Somehow, I don't think Ja'ula is worried about collateral damage.
Agreed.
Knowledge is power. Now that we know what she's up to, we can take steps to put an end to her plan and protect the network from her actions. Hopefully, we'll be able to work with the Josette on this. Who knows, maybe the Alachi will join the fight. The same Alachi, that is.
We're gonna need all the help we can get on this one, I think.
No argument there. Wait, did you hear that? Something's coming. Something big.
Great, now what? That is an Alachi ship.
I'm gonna say that's not a good sign.
And I'd have to agree with you. But they don't appear sick. Wonder what they want. Everyone, hold your fire.
Do not fire. We are allies. Forgive me. It has been so long since I have used my voice.
I'm Admiral Christopher Dorn of the USS Yellow Springs. May I ask, who are you?
I was Jarsev, a Romulan once. I am Ilachi now.
Are you reverting back to your original form?
Partially. My mind returns to the time before my change. The weapon is to blame. It corrupts some of us. Drives us mad. Others, like me, become fusions of Ilachi and what we were before. Wait. These weapons, they are not of your creation, are they?
No. The weapons were fired by Ja'ula, a renegade Klingon monarch.
You must stop her. Close the rifts. Destroy her weapons. If she continues this madness, she will utterly corrupt this realm. If that happens, it will break through into the void space, your realm, and destroy everything.
That's not going to happen if I have anything to say about it.
You should return to your realm. Ja'ula's attack has angered other Ilachi. They are taking a fleet to destroy anything on the other side of the rift.
Like our ships?
You must leave now. Go to your realm and help your people while you can.
Very well. Thank you for your help, Patel.
It is our way. The Josette thank you for removing the sickness. We will work with Tarsev and other Alachi who wish to stand together against Ja'ula. We believe we will meet again, friends. Goodbye.
Until next time, then. Alright, let's return to the Andoria system. Yellow Springs, beam us up.
We're receiving your data now. No sign of our House Mokai friends, but something's definitely happening with the rift. Based on what you found out in the network, we'll be able to close it, but we'll need to get several external readings before we're ready to try.
Work fast, Captain. House Mokai might return, and sooner than we like.
Riskava and Hoffman can head to opposite ends of the rift. From there, we should each be able to get a differential reading. Once we have enough data, you can use a deflector modulation to close the rift.
Let's make it happen. Watch your sensors for Mokai ships, though. Not Mokai.
Ships. They're using spore drones.
Work fast, Captain. More Alachi ships. Those Andorian escorts may have been disabled. To explain why they're not being able to fire. Or wait a minute, they are firing. These must be the insane Alachi, the sick ones. Not the ones we just encountered. Initiate refracting Tetrion Cascade. Slow to half speed. Brace for impact. Stand by, Hoffman. We're dealing with these remaining Alachi ships. Oh, great. An Alachi Dreadnought. Target all weapons on it. We gotta destroy this Alachi Dreadnought before we manage to close the rift. Otherwise we're gonna have a big problem on our hands. Vent warp plasma from the nacelles. See if that does anything. Good to see you, Enterprise. We can use all the help we can get. It's good of our sister ship to show up. Dreadnought's almost defeated. Got it. This explosion's gonna hurt. Science station. Work with the Ruskava and the Hoffman. Close that rift now.
Wow, that actually worked. Can't say I didn't have doubts at first. Whew. Well done. Not to rain on the parade here, but Ja'ula's still out there. As long as she has that weapon and the spores it needs to power it, this can happen again.
Well, you can count on the Lukari. We will do what we can to stop her. This isn't just a threat to our universe. There's a brilliant, wondrous realm lying beneath our conception of space. And it's in danger as well. We can't let harm come to it from our side of the cosmos.
We stopped Ja'ula's attack and saved Andoria. I'd call that a good start. That rift, though, that's something you don't see every day, even in Starfleet. And I've seen some strange things in my time. It was good working with you all. I'll make sure Starfleet Command is updated. We'll do everything we can to bring Ja'ula to justice and put a stop to this campaign of hers.
Agreed, Captain. I owe you a bottle of Andorian ale.
About Ja'ula, she's going to go after any spores she can get her hands on. You're going to want to cut her off. The sooner the better. And I can help with that.
Your expertise will be most helpful, Commander Stamets.
Pretty sure you didn't bring me into all this for the charming conversation, though that is a definite bonus. I'll be glad to have something to do. It'll help me adjust to life as a sentient hologram. I've got a lot to process and a lot to catch up on.
Indeed. A lot has changed since 2257.
That might be the understatement of the 25th century. Short term, I'll start putting together a list of known spore colonies. We need to keep an eye on those. If we're lucky, we'll catch Ja'ula before something like this happens again.
Keep me posted, Commander. This needs to end soon. Mr. Patterson, take us out of here. Warp 2. Let's report to command.
What an extraordinary series of events. The mycelial network will be of great interest to the Lukari, I can assure you. Our own astromycologists will want to study it as soon as possible. I do hope the Alliance is able to put a swift end to Ja'ula's campaign. The thought of her using spores as part of a weapon is unsettling. If she's able to perfect that technology, no one will be safe from her wrath. Finally, please send my regards to Commander Stamets. It was such a pleasure to work with him, and I do wish him the best as he explores the galaxy in our time.
I'll pass that along, Captain. Well, I did get an Alachi Bridge Officer, but right now I don't have any room for it. I'll find some room later on, though. Okay, folks, that was episode 8. I will see you for episode 9. In the meantime, this is Captain Chris Dorn, signing off.
A research team